Okay, sir.
All right. Yeah. So good evening, guys. Welcome to this new session. As we have said earlier on that this is a special class, and I remember when we did our previous online session. That's our meeting. Uh, I tried to I tried to introduce a particular new trend security protocols that they just launched. So, what I want to quickly say is this: I want you to have this in your mind. When we are talking about cybersecurity, we are talking about two aspects, two different aspects. The cybersecurity aspect, that's the secure post, and the penetration testing post. So, either you fall into the two tracks or you choose one. At my own end here, I practice or I do the two. As a starter, you can start with one, but in this training, we are focusing on penetration testing, that is hacking, penetration testing. The other one is the security aspect. If a pen tester works on a particular application, all the vulnerabilities, all the flaws is now left for the cyber expert, the cyber security expert, to patch them, to do some settings. But you be the one to do some recommendations, then they will now go and do and activate or just to execute those recommendations from you guys. So it is a two-way professionals or two-way professions, yes. The penetration testing will find out the vulnerabilities, then we show them, okay, this is the flaw, adjust it, patch it. Or you focus on waiting for people to give you, oh, there's flaws here, there's back doors here, there's this here, then you do the work on your whenever you receive such report from pen testers. So just have it in your mind that this training will make you to become a penetration tester. So that is that. Now, as a penetration tester, you need some tools to carry out your vulnerability assessment. I've mentioned so many tools for us earlier. Now, it is now time for us in this training to execute those or to play around with those tools. If not all, as I've selected some tools for us to work with, the free ones. The paid ones, I don't think we'll touch it. Just like the case of the Bob suit, it is expensive. It is very expensive. So in that case, we won't be touching Bob suit. And it is the number one tool you must know, because there's no way they want to give you a job or they want to give you a contract. It is Bob suit you use. Others that I'll be talking about here that are free, they are just alternative to Bob suit. Not that they are not working, they are working, but also they have their limitations, because also they themselves, they are paid also. If you want to use a full version of them, you still be asked to pay some amount of money. So it is money we spend or we use to find money. And then the bitter truth is this: if you invest in a tool, that tool will surely give you back millionfold of it. That's just it. There's no way, except you sideline yourself from that track. You just abandon the job that you are no longer doing it, and which I don't believe you guys will do that. So just have it in mind. I will try all my possible best to do to give you every details you need, to do well in this training. So without wasting much of our time, I think Mr. Babajide also has logged. You stop sharing your screen, but nevertheless,
Is the network, sir?
is the network okay?
Yes.
Okay, no
We are
problem.
going to reconnect, sir.
Okay,
We still not.
okay, okay. Okay, no problem. Coming. Okay. Mm, you can stop sharing first. Hope you have stopped sharing. So I want to share this slide so that we can um, you can stop sharing so that I can share my screen. You need to stop at your end. Mr. Awajide, you need to stop your own so I can share my own screen. Then we can all flow. Even if you are not able to, if you are not able to yes. Mm,
Hello, sir.
yes, yes, sir.
I think I stopped sharing, sir.
I can't still share. I can't still share. I can't still share. Okay, let me try to share everything then. Once you can see my screen, just let me know.
Yes, we can see your screen, sir.
Okay, let's be on the safer side. What presently can you see?
How to use cybersecurity and clarity.
Okay, and let's continue there. So let's continue there. Now, a very quick one. The first two we are going to be discussing tonight, which I will prefer because is very tasky. Then you need some setups. Although you don't need to write too much code on your Kali, you need to first of all check whether you have Maltego on your Kali machine. So the first two is Maltego, or you pronounce it if you are a phonetic type. I don't know, but we do call it Maltego. So let's see some beautiful write-up about Maltego. At least in this training, you should be familiar with nothing less than different 10 tools. You should be able to use them efficiently. You should be able to use them efficiently so that you can beat your chest outside after this training that at least you are a penetration tester. At the end of this training, you are not qualified to be a cybersecurity analyst or cybersecurity expert. You are being trained now here to become a penetration tester. Please take notes because their work is totally different. Their work is totally assuming is the other one that we are doing. Then at the end of this training, you can beat your chest and call yourself a cybersecurity whatever. Like the one that is sent to the group which we got. We have a lot of them that you can use to claim your title. So now, Maltego is an open source. It is used by intelligence forensic experts. It will help us to get more accurate information in a very smarter way. It is an information gathering tool. And do not forget, the feed where you can work as a penetration tester, you can work with DSS, you can work with, in fact, DSS. Then how will they need your services? I think I've asked this kind of questions maybe during the last training class, that have you noticed why sometimes unexpectedly you just see this DSS or whatever, either the FBI outside this country, or we do watch film, that you just see them, they will just bug into a particular building, they will just arrest them. The question that should comes to everyone's mind is, how did they get that kind of information? They use some hacking tools to hack into a particular database. They act, they will now use this part of this tool to see the traces of how all the activities were being done on that particular application they hacked, because there's no way they will hack a particular application, either this database or server or whatever. There's going to be traces. That is why the 5 phases of ethical hacking, I believe you still remember the 5 phases. It is very, very important for us to know the 5 phases of ethical hacking. Who can remind us? A quick one. Who can remind us? That is, if you call yourself a pen tester, good. There are these 5 phases that you must pass through before you decide that, oh, you are successfully done a penetration testing on a particular application. What are the 5 stages, or let me say, what are the 5 phases? Who can quickly save us some time? What are the 5?
Can you give us the clue? Maybe one of them.
I know information gathering again.
Is number 1. Information gathering is the number 1.
I think once you gather information, you
Yes.
check for vulnerability.
Yes.
Then the third one, once you check for vulnerability, the next thing to do is to when you see vulnerability, you would I forgot that word. You would look for I forgot it. So I know there's cleaning, trying to cover up your track.
That's the last one.
And all that. But what is that called now? The third one, once you check the vulnerability, then you explore. After exploration, you would want to explore with anything you open back or something. Then the first one now. That first one you explore, then the fourth one, then the last one is the fourth.
Now, in this training, these are the things they will ask us now, that, okay, say you are a pen tester, what are the 5 stages, or what are the things you must pass through some stages for you to say that you have successfully hacked or pen test a particular application. So these 5 stages, I don't want you to joke with it again. I will mention them today. I'll mention them now again. Either to get your pen somewhere, or to get your biro down, and make sure you save them in your memory. That's, your brain. Because these are the things that you'll be saying outside, that people you use it to convince people that yes, you truly know what you are doing, or you truly know what you are saying, even if you still don't know how to do them perfectly. It's just like you asking a secondary school student that, okay, what do you want to become? I want to become a medical practitioner or whatever. Okay, what do you think, or what are the stages you think you pass through? You just say, immediately I finished my secondary school, immediately I finished my NECO, immediately I finished my WAEC, I will write JAM. After that, I will have to go and maybe register for a course which is medicine. That means he's telling you directly that he's going to a university. That means such student really knows, or already knows, where he's going to. To become a medical doctor, you must enter university. Don't say you finish secondary school, then you want to become a medical doctor. No. So you must know the stages to become that thing. So the stages involved in becoming a penetration tester, they are just 5. The first one is the information gathering. Write them down now. The second one is scanning. You scan. The scan we did that we were doing map. This is what happened. This is the way they work. Actually, I'm not supposed to be repeating this because we are outside the topic of today already again. But let me quickly just still repeat it. So this reconnaissance is, like I said, it should be the one that should take most of your time. Most of your time. It's like I have asked this kind of question before. Thank God we have, let's use ourselves as a case study, except Mr. Babajide we have met before. Let's say I decide to meet Mr. Dave now. Fine. I don't know where you are coming from. I don't know whatever. We just want, the mission is to meet. Fine. I live here in Lagos. You live here. I don't know where you live. Outside Lagos entirely. I've asked you to come over to Lagos to come and meet me. Before coming, since we have not met, you are coming for the first time, you need to gather enough information about your destination. That destination now is just like you want to hack a particular website. Okay, the website you want to hack, fine. You have to gather enough information. Now, let me come back to myself. Is it only my phone number you use to locate me when you get to Lagos? Yes, it's possible to use only my phone number. But it's not, you are not on a safer side. How? What if you enter Lagos, immediately you have a flat battery, there's no light, no means of communication? That means of communication is gone. And that is the only means to locate me. Which means you have not done a good information gathering about myself. I've not given you address. I've not given you the scripture, the location. Maybe when you get to Lagos, take a bus, going to so place, drop at this so place. If possible, I will screenshot, or sorry, I will snap the area view, even send to you, that once you see something like this building, you just make sure you gather enough information, because if one fails, you can quickly switch to other one or other ones, anyone that will just make you to locate me. If your phone goes off, what about the name of the address? And also, if the name of the address tallies with other addresses, there should be another means of differentiating it. So all of these things are the things you should have done. It is under information gathering. That is that. Then the next one I mentioned was the scanning. Yes, that is the second phase, number 2. It follows. You don't scatter them. You do them sequentially, serially. The second one is that scanning that you use to okay, you have been to, okay, I've given you the name of my street, fine. I think this is the building he showed me, fine. The next thing is scanning. What do you want to scan? What kind of door? What kind of paint? What kind of security is here? Is it that they don't even have windows? Or I don't use doors? I don't use ceiling? Everywhere is just started? So all of these are the scanning stage. If you look at it in the normal sense, you discover that it doesn't take much time to scan, just to look around the building. I mean, I'm using building. I mean, you are locating me this time around. I'm using building in that sense. You just look around the building. Okay, this is what happened. This is the building. This is the building. In case of any emergency, you can quickly call. Okay, this is the way the building looks like. This is it. It has no door. It has no roof. It has also paint. You just give enough scanning about that. When looking at it, psychologically, you discover that it doesn't take time at all. The next stage is moving to access. You gain access. Then once you gain access to the room, you check, okay, this is bedroom, this is sitting room, this is a room, this is a room, this is a room, this is, wow, you just list them. You gain access into my apartment. Then after that, you now maintain that apartment, that access. It's not that you just enter, you say, Mr. Aziz or Debay or whatever, okay, nice meeting you, and you go back. No, it's not done that way. You maintain that asset. I'll offer you a seat. If there is food in this type of Tinubu, I will offer you. If there is no food in this time of Tinubu, no food, I will offer you a seat. If there is drink, I will offer you. If there is no drink, I will offer you. You just maintain access. Then you maintain access. Then the next thing, which is the last stage, is clearing tracks. That clearing tracks is like after our discussion, maybe whatever you came for, we finished discussion. You make sure that everything you brought, you are going with it, except you intentionally want to drop them for me. For example, you wore a shoe to my house, you are going, you decide not to go with your shoe. That is, you are not clearing your tracks. You are leaving some things behind to use against you, or to know that you came to a particular place. It's just like, let me quickly borrow this. There's female among us. No problem. Let us assume a man who went to cheat behind his wife. Maybe the I don't know, how should I put it, the woman or the lady he went to, the woman might put a track on the guy, maybe by the lipstick, intentionally. Just you guys should understand what I mean. So clearing tracks is very, very important in hacking and in every someone's life. So these are the 5 stages which you must not forget. All of them is another thing, another thing entirely, but I've tried to summarize everything for you. So information gathering is very, very important. The last stage is the clearing tracks. After scanning, you gain access. After gaining access, you maintain that access. Then after that, you clear your tracks. So please, anywhere, anytime, always try to remember these 5 stages. Even if you don't know how to explain them very well, but there's no way. You can use whatever I've used now, then relate it to hacking. It's just the same thing. What I've done is just to use something that you are familiar with, or you can easily get familiar with. So that is that. Now, this slide is much. I want to cover it tonight. Features of Maltego. It is used for gathering information for security related work. It will save your time and make your work smarter and accurate. Number 2, it will help you in the thinking of processes by demonstrating some connected links between all the search items. We are going to demonstrate all of this. It's just because we have challenges, light, system, network, everything all join Nigeria. We thank God. So if you don't get hidden information, Maltego can help you to discover them. Look at that last statement, is very, very important. There are some website database that they will have some hidden information. Maltego is going to bring them out for you. So that means it's a powerful tool. And this particular tool, the other side people, which is the black, they use it maliciously to steal. So that's why sometimes if you learn ethical hacking, if you learn hacking, if there's no job, there's no way you surely become the other way around. So we have a lot of tools that can help you in that manner. So how do we use Maltego in Kali Linux? The first thing, we open our terminal, and these are the things, these are the steps. Now we open our terminal and just run this thing, just run Maltego. Just type the one I bold here with small letter. It is not small letter, but we normally call it small letter. It is lowercase. Write everything in lowercase and you click enter. So what happens next? You have to register yourself first. You can see that it's something practical. It's a practical thing. That's why I've wanted us to share screens, and I've done all of this, and there's no way I'll be doing it again. So it won't even work because I've registered my own and it's working. So if I want to register again, I cannot re-register again. So that's why I was thinking maybe if someone can just share his or her screen, we are going to go. But since we are recording this, you can also maybe watch this video. Fine. I've included the screenshots of all the steps you need to go through in this slide, so you can just go through them. Put this the slide maybe on your phone and follow the slide steps on your system. You'll be fine. I'll make it easier like that also. So machine, what is a machine? Machine is a simple is simply what types of footprint we want to do against our target. That is a particular thing. You must have aim. Do you want to attack? Do you want to just scan? Do you want to find vulnerabilities? So there's a particular portion, a particular page that you must click is called machine. We are going to see all of this, don't worry. The screenshot is there. Picture, if you want to learn very fast, either you watch video or you see pictures, not just by listening. Audio, it's boring sometimes, just like this one. But by the time you see where this machine is located and every other part, you surely grab what I'm saying. So let me just move faster. Since this slide will be shared, I will share this slide with you, don't worry. And this recording also, in fact, so that if you forget something, you can go back to the video, then you'll be fine. Once we are done with the process of choosing a particular machine for our footprint, we need to choose a target. So your target is your IP. If you're not using IP, you use your what's it called? The name of your website or whatever. So now Maltego will now begin to gather information on your target and to display it on your screen for you. So that is how powerful Maltego is. Then how do we analyze? How do we interpret? How do we understand? All what we are seeing is now the next task. If you have any question, you can just jot them down so that when I'm done, you can quickly ask your question. And please, if I'm not seeing the background, if the time is alerting us that it remains so, just quickly talk so that I will know. Don't give me signal, just talk so I will know. Now, for you to gather that, or for you to locate Maltego, you go to information gathering. That's in your Kali machine. Once you click here, you see Maltego. So you click on this Maltego installer. So once you done that, you'll be taken to a terminal window. If you want to install Maltego, that is if it's not installed, you see a link there under that information gathering here. Under this information gathering, you see this here. Just click it. It will take you to terminal automatically. Then you just type Y to continue. Just like asking you yes or no. N for no, Y for yes. Just click Y and you continue. Something like this. Something like just type yes here. You can see that it's practical. Assuming you have your system, you just be following it, but it's still fine. You can watch this video or follow this slide and you'll be fine. So yes, sir.
I've already installed Maltego before. Only the last time when I did the session with us.
Okay. That means we had talked about Maltego before, right?
Yes.
Then so your own next task to now be registering that Maltego, because you must register an account with Maltego.
Because what I have on the screen now is showing their product selection. Welcome to Maltego. You know that you're enjoying our product as much as you're enjoying me.
Okay. Do you have an account with them?
Activate without internet.
You must, before you can activate, you must be connected to the internet. But I don't know what that was. Okay, don't worry. Maybe after this, or if whatever is showing is not on this slide, then we'll now look into it together. But once we get there, you can just continue to follow.
Okay, sir.
Alright, sir. So you can also install Maltego directly from terminal. This is what we did in the last session. Instead of going to information gathering, then click on Maltego installer, you can do this directly. Sudo apt installer. This -y, I believe you still remember what it does. That is, anytime you want to ask me a question, yes for everything. That is the meaning of that -y. Any question you want to ask me, yes, just yes to everything. That is the meaning. It can come before Maltego, it can come after Maltego, anyhow. So exactly this, to ask for your password, make sure you remember your password and you'll be fine with all of this. We have done all of this. So I want to move faster so that we go to the pictorial part. So when you call of this in the terminal or running in from the application menu, anyhow, either you go to the terminal or you run it from the application menu. So once Maltego opens, you'll be shown a window asking you to select a product. Now take note. Now we are using Maltego this free. This is free. You can see that it is free version for our demo. No, select run to continue. You select run to continue and it's going to show something like this. So the part you are selecting is this, not the first one, not the Maltego one, not the Maltego XL, not the Maltego Classic. You are selecting Maltego CE, which is free. So in Maltego's community edition, the community transforms will be installed and can be run to generate graphs. So we are going to install another thing inside this Maltego we just installed. That means we are installing something inside this machine again. So I'll show us how to do that also. Now, after this stage, you will need to configure Maltego. That is what I just told Mr. Degoke now. The first step is to accept the license agreement and click next. How do we do that? Then the next step is to log in so that you can use Maltego. That means you must create account. So you see register one here. If you don't have it, you just click on register one, input your password, your username, your any details it asks from you. So just try to input some valuable information. Now, to log in, it will ask you for the password and the email you have used. Just click on next and solve this captcha. Anything it gives you, it do changes. It's not just, it doesn't stick to one. So the next thing, we are following these steps. The next one is, after logging in, you'll be able to see your details, like your name, your whatever you have put, as well as the duration of your API. So it has duration. So you click next to continue with the download of the transform. So now here, login result, you now see something like this. Your first name will be given, your surname will be given, your email address will be given, and your API key is valid to blah 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 blah, something like this. You click next. So at your own end, you might not have August 10, 2025. You might have something else. It depends on the time of your registration. Now, after that, the transform will be downloaded and you must click next to install them in Maltego. So this is what you do next. All of this, after it has been downloaded, you see something like this. Install transform, a summary of the progress to install items from the chosen transform server is shown below. So all of these are the things that will be downloaded. So just click next. And if you see, this thing is what we are following here. So it will install the transform. Then you click next. The next screen will now ask if you want to send error report to Pateva. Just forget about that. Pateva is their own end over. And then click next to continue. So the final window will ask you, that is, if you wish, just click yes or no. That is, you should send any error, but it's always better to send error. Just click next. The final window will now ask what external browser you want to open links to. So make sure you choose the correct one and click finish to complete the configurations. Now Maltego will now be ready to be used. So now once you set up all of these things and you click on finish, the next thing is to now see how Maltego looks like as entirely. The looks, how is the features, as in just be imagine how does this Maltego we have been talking about, how does it look like. Now the next thing is now the interface, how it looks like. Because if you compare, if you just check, you have different browsers on your phone. You have Chrome, you have Firefox, you have Edge, you have Opera. If you look at them, they have different interface. So the same thing happens there. You just imagine how the interface looks like. So this session we are going to talk about the graphical features of the Maltego, how it looks like. So this is Maltego. This is the tool. If you look at it, it's somehow complex, somehow big. If possible, you are not seeing some text, don't worry. Once you finish your installations correctly, you are going to see everything clearly. So make sure that everything is highlighted. All what you need, they are highlighted. So the machine we are talking about is here. The transform we just installed, everything is here. And we have other things. We have the view, we have the entities. This entities also is very, very important. Collection is very important. In fact, everything here, they are important. Then import and export. You can import, you can export your result, save it as PDF, then do whatever you want to do with it. But these are the things we are going to discuss about some of these things tonight. Then by God's grace, if possible, this is what we are going to do today, tomorrow, and the next Sunday. Sorry, I said next Sunday, on Sunday. the practical aspect. We are going to do practical. Just make sure your machine is set up by tomorrow. If not tomorrow, Sunday by God's grace, please. So number one, application menu. Let's see what the application menu will talk about. In the application menu, you will find the application button, and this gets access to the following functions: new graph, open graph, save, save all, save as. Now all of these things you don't need to stress yourself, because it's always here, somewhere here. So once you click it, you see all those save as, save whatever, blah blah blah, you see there. Then after that, we are just trying to explain the features of some pages in that. Now the start page showcase the latest update for product, transform, and the transform hub. So this is the start page. All of this page. So if you want to get the application, is here. Just the I don't know this color. So this color I'm pointing at, and this layer as well, this layer, and this layer, they are very, very important. So that is exactly what we are explaining here now. So now the transform hub. Now the transform hub catalogs all the transform offered by Maltego. So if you want to see all the offers, you just come here and click on transform or machine. We are going to play around with all of this, don't worry. So just let me be fast with the audio aspect. So now let's walk through the installing transforms in Maltego. So we are going to see how to install the transform also. So this is what you do. Maltego transform hub. After clicking that Maltego, you see that it says not installed. So you come here and check this Maltego community, not Maltego enterprise, not Maltego pro, because all of this one will ask you to pay money, and they are somehow each. So you click on Maltego community and you close it. Then now that we have the transform that will work for us, let's choose one to install. Now at the time of writing, there are 50 transform available. As of today, there are 50,000 available in the community edition. Everything from the infrastructure and network information to searching social media. That is, if you want to search for social media, email addresses, you want to search for anybody on social media, any information on social media, Maltego is good for you. Maybe anybody, a particular company you don't know, this is what they do. And now, fine, let me quickly ship this in. The Yahoo guys, they don't have all of this knowledge. Once they know that you are into hacking, they will come to you and have one client. And this I'm not supposed to be recording this thing, but I'll be safe. Let's say I have a particular client, and it's located in US, and you worked in so company XYZ, blah blah blah. Okay, what do you need, guy? Yes, I need information about the company. Don't stress yourself. Just charge them $500. They'll be eager to pay it. Then you just bring out your Maltego, enter the name of the website. He's going to bring out all the information. Just send it to him. Anything he needs there, you are done. Guys, you've collected $500. That's how it works. Because they don't know about all of these tools. They don't have idea. Even if they do know it, now you ask yourself, look at the stress you pass through to install Kali. Only Kali itself. And look at the kind of this is not stressful, although look at the kind of, I will use stress also. Look at the kind of stress you are passing through to install Maltego alone. And not only Maltego you are going to install, you have a lot of tools yet to be installed. So with this now, you just charge them, and they won't know what you have done so far. So I'm just giving you some secret. But don't work with your guys though. I'm just teaching you this for the purpose of non-learning, just knowledge. Me, I'm white, I don't do that. So that's just the bitter truth. I don't do it. Assuming I'm doing it, I will have become billionaires, not even millionaires, billionaires, but I don't do that. So now let's install Sense system. So this Sense system also in transfer, we are going to install it. It's designed to map IP addresses to the target domain and vice versa. You can map IP address. For instance, my IP address with Mr. Adegoke IP address, we can map it. What is the meaning of mapping? You can make it to look alike, and do some malicious activities, and at the end they will think is I'm the one doing it. They will think it's Mr. Dekeke that is doing the dirty work. It's still possible. So I'm sorry, I'm just using this to as an example. So that's how this Maltego is just crazy. Also, it's very very crazy. So, and all this right up there. So this is sense system and Maltego technology, blah blah blah. So this transform is limited to 25 transform runs per month on the community edition. So you can see it has limitation, which means you can only run once in a day, except you want the professional or the enterprise version of it, where you need to pay rich amount of money. So this is the interface of it. These are the things you just click. Just a Maltego community edition, 25 transfer runs per month. Maltego 1 Pro, 100 transform runs per month. You can see, because you see the difference. And the Maltego 1 Enterprise, 500 transform runs per month. So the limitation is very very it's still manageable for practice also. Now to install, however, the sensors the sense system, I just call it sense system also, transform and click install blah blah blah. And if you ask you for your whatever install, just click yes. Everything is just yes continuously like that. So you click on install and you are good. Now complete these 3 steps that follow to finish the installation. Then select installed from the transform up to see the sense system form listed. So after you have installed it, you now click on installed. It will show you those things it has been installed. So just like this, before it was showing blah blah blah. So you just click on Maltego and you see some features here. Then here you can select everything here. You can select this pricing, don't even go near there. So this is just what you click here. Then starting an investigation. Yes, this is how we start investigation. I think we should postpone this till tomorrow. I want you guys to contribute, ask questions, so that we can start from here tomorrow. Okay, let me hear from you. Should we still continue, or we should continue from here tomorrow? I want you to contribute. So the room is open. I'm waiting for your responses.
I think you know the one that is good for us, sir.
Yes.
Most especially that most of us are not with the system.
Yes. Okay, this is what I will do. Let's do it this way to be on the safer side. Let me try to finish this slide today. I will give you the whole of tomorrow to put everything into action. Then we'll meet on Sunday. What do you think? What do you suggest? I want to give you tomorrow to put everything in order, so that at least Saturday and before Sunday evening, everything should be set. Then you can put things into practical on that Sunday. Is that okay by you? I mean, all of you.
No.
I'm not hearing you, sir.
So I think you can still have time for us tomorrow.
Yes, it's possible. I'm just suggesting. I won't want a situation tomorrow whereby you tell me that the system is not available. Available again.
It's okay like that.
So I just want a safer side, so that at least if it is tomorrow, just set your system. Then we are good to come back. Then do practice tomorrow. But if light or internet will still be disturbing, that's why I want to give tomorrow and Sunday, so that at least you have enough time. Then at least on Sunday, there shouldn't be any excuses that there's no enough time, there's no network, there's no this. Everything should be in order. Then we can visualize it in real life. We can use a particular a particular domain name to test run. You have some particular domain name out there that we can use to test run.
It's okay, sir.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. All right. So,
Yes, sir. I lost your connection during the process of studying response, sir. Tonight, sir,
okay.
I want you to cover it on the slide.
Yes. Yes.
So, tomorrow, which means that students tamper with anything you want to try to do the practical or by solution of what you discussed. Maybe we'll do it together tomorrow, sir.
Which one is that?
You know, that
yes, which one?
the Maltego just,
yes. The point is this. Let me finish this slide. Then I will share this slide with you. Then you go through it.
okay.
Then just make sure you let me know by latest 5 p.m. tomorrow whether you are able to do it or not. If you are able to do it, we are going to meet tomorrow. But if you are not able to do it, there's no point in coming tomorrow. I will give you the time. Yes, I will give you the time to complete it. Then we'll meet on Sunday.
Okay, sir.
All right.
I have one question, sir.
What's the question, sir?
So this installation we are discussing,
Yes.
there are some installation we do on the terminal, and there are some we do using from the browser. So I am
Okay.
confused about
Okay.
that.
Now you are doing just only one installation and it's optional. You are doing just only one installation from the terminal. Either you run sudo apt install maltego-y from the terminal, or you go to the application on the Kali menu, you click on information gathering, it will tell you or it will show you Maltego. So once you click on Maltego, it will still take you back to terminal where it will ask you to click Y or N, and that's all.
Okay, sir. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Is there anyone? So during that time, I think by you directed us to launch it, that's the option 2. Through the information guide, I was able to click on Maltego and install it during that process.
Okay.
Not taking it faster to go and press it to complete my installation.
Okay. Yes. And you're able to do that.
I was able to do that.
Now, when you
So I'm having that of everything that you are saying, I'm having from my system.
even the registration aspect, the transform, everything.
So I've not done the registration, but
Okay. Yes.
everything.
Yes. Exactly. It's only that thing is you have not installed Maltego. That means you have not have access to Maltego itself. You only install it. Yes.
Yes, I don't install it.
It's like this is how it works. This is how it works. It's like if you open Facebook account on the browser,
Yes, sir.
you know you will not have access to your picture, you will not have access to anybody's. You just be seeing Facebook. Before you can access or before you can go into that Facebook, you must create or you must have account. Exactly. That is the next step for you now. So before you do that, you just click on that CE, Maltego CE, that's the community version, and you are good. All right.
Still on the terminal?
No. He has done his own before. Why during the training, during that match to me?
Yes.
So the stage he is now, because I didn't finish up the settings. Now because this class is special, that is why I'm exposing the necessary things again.
Okay, sir.
So if you have that same thing is having, because you have not installed through the terminal first. After installing, it's like, okay, fine, let me use WhatsApp now. If you download WhatsApp, if you refuse to put what's it called, your phone number, the setup, you have WhatsApp on your system, but it's useless.
Yes.
The same thing happens to Maltego. You only install it, you only downloaded it, no account, it is useless.
Okay.
So you need to set up the account. Exactly. You need to set up the account before you can now see, oh, this is how Maltego looks like. Exactly.
Sorry.
Yes,
Sorry
sir.
for bothering you.
No problem at all.
So in setting up the account, are we doing everything from the terminal?
No. That is why I'm showing you all these pictures. All the pictures are there.
I'll go through the pictures.
Because all the pictures are there. Immediately you click on Maltego, it's going to launch just like you downloaded WhatsApp for now. Yes, exactly. The pictures are there. Immediately you click on Maltego, it's going to open something. Then you click on register.
Okay, I get it now.
So you click on, it's just like it's a browser. It's not terminal again. You are not working with terminal.
Yes, browser from
the Maltego. Yes, from the Maltego.
Yes.
Do you know that WhatsApp also is a browser? So either you access it on your phone or you go to Chrome, you can still access it, the same WhatsApp. So the one you downloaded from App Store, from Play Store, is also a browser.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Alright. So let's continue, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, so starting an investigation. The easiest way to start a new investigation is by using machines in Maltego. So don't forget where the location of machine is. These machines are automated. You know the meaning of automated. You don't need to do things manually yourself. It is automated sequences of transforms in Maltego that allow every user to run multiple queries. The queries, you are not writing code. It has been written. All you just be needing is to click. So now we will demonstrate some things now in Maltego. So specifically focusing on the company stalker. They use a particular company here. So this machine aims to locate email addresses, just like I've said. And the reason why they are targeting email addresses from companies is that they might want to send a phishing email, because they use phishing a lot. They use phishing a lot to scam. So the only place or the only method you can use to send phishing is through email. If I want to scam Tinubu today, is email. I mentioned Tinubu. Gosh, they should not come and arrest me. So if I want to fish anybody as of today, it is the email. Once I get the email of that person, the person is in trouble. So and the person will not. He will create an email. Fine, he will create a special email, only him or whatever. No matter how secretive the email is, I will use my Maltego. It will bring it out for me, and I will send him a fake or phishing mail. Once he click on that mail, he's in trouble. He's in trouble already. So that is how it works. So now to begin, you click on machine. After you have, or you must have installed and registered with Maltego, you see, let me show you where you see that machine. This is the this is the interface of Maltego, and this is where you see machines. Once you click this now, it's going to show you something. So excuse me. So the tab at the top of the Maltego window, like the one I just showed you. So the next thing is now to click on invest. You want to click on this machine. Next, select run machine. So where do you see it? You see it here. When you click on this machine, another thing will pop up. So what will pop up is this type. So you run machine. So once you run machine, you now choose company stalker and click next. So from here, we use company stalker. Now this machine will try to get all email addresses at a domain. Blah blah blah. You must have put the domain. Then find Wikipedia or whatever. So if you have a special target, for example, you want to target google.com, you can use specify target. That's this second option. You can use specify target, that is a special one. These are inbuilt. These are personally installed for us to do practice exactly. But if you have a real website to test, you can use specify target. Now enter a domain name you want to use as the target. In our demo, we are using example.net and click finish. So we click the name of the example, blah 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 blah, and we are good. Now click through any pop-ups you received and wait for the machine to finish running. So you just have to take time. It depends on your network, how strong it is. Then once it's finished, you will be presented with many information that you now need to study how to interpret those information. That is another task, but we will only be able to do that if at the end, by tomorrow or latest on Sunday, you are able to set up your Maltego, and I'm going to explain how to interpret some of the report. So it will look like this. You have email. It will show you some emails, then you'll be good. So for more details investigation, you can also run one manually. If you want to start a new project in Maltego, the first step is to select new. That's, you are opening another new. So you click on this, where you see this, click on it. Or if you have the one you have said before that you want to continue with, just like the way we normally interact with our Microsoft Word or whatever. So you see all of them like this. Then you will now be presented with different screens, such as the entity palette, the graph type, the output, and run view. It depends on you. So you have all of these. So these are what they are saying. It will give you a graph format if it is that you want. This is the entity palette, this is the run view, this is the graph, and this is the chart. Then let's see. Now to begin your investigation, you now want to add entity here. What are the entity? So to the new graph, the easiest way to do this is using the entity palette on the main interfaces left side, which is this. This is left, this is right. So I'll be going back to the picture to explain it more. Now you can either scroll through the list of entities or use search function. So inside where you have this search, you can type whatever you are looking for. And again, what are you looking for? You are using entity palette. So that means the easiest way to do this is using the entity palette on the interface left, and you can either scroll through the list. If you have time, you can use your mouse to scroll. So you can use your mouse to scroll, or if you don't have time, you just search for whatever you are looking for. So what exactly are we using for? Now, before we proceed, look at this note I put under. In Maltego, an entity represents a single piece of data, information. That's information. The information you want to investigate or analyze. So when looking at this entity alone, you have the CPE. What's the meaning? Common platform enumeration, if that is what you want. CVE, common vulnerability exploit, whatever. DNS name, that's domain name, if this domain name is what you want to scan. Then domain gongon, if it is an internet domain you want. IP4, IP6, and a lot of them. It depends on your entity, that's your aim. A lot of them are here. Don't worry, by the time you get it installed, we are going to demonstrate. Excuse me. So now we have entities here like this: DNS record, IP4, max record, whatever. Then let's add an entity now to the graph. In the personnel section, you can select the email address. That's the entity, or the simply use the search bar to find email. You can look for email. Then once you locate the entity, then just drag it, click on it, drag it onto the graph to add it. Now we cannot do that, but okay, don't worry. Let's say my focus now is next class, so we are going to do the practical aspect. So once we do this, the required input. Now just the following transform require input, which you have to put something here, So the begin date, you put something like this in this format. They have specified that year 4 digit, month 2 digit, day 2 digit. So the end date, you put it. You want to start from 2010 and ends in 2020. I want it to end in December 31st. I want it to be in January 1st. That is the meaning of that. Then you now click on run. You click on run and it will run. So working with transform will now show you how to work with different transform. Now in this particular class, we'll be using a domain name to perform various analysis. Now, you search for domain name in the entity palette and drag it to the graph. We are clicking and dragging from whatever we search for from the entity, and we drop it at that wide pace. Then we use mmap.scammy.org because we cannot use a real life website. You cannot use a real life domain name. So we use all of these ones. They are meant for practice. So nobody will arrest us if we use all of this. But in the case whereby you use google.com, this is Nigeria, we use WAEC, we use all these familiar domain name, you might get in trouble. So it's not that advisable, except you are authorized to do that. Now, excuse me. So change the domain name from Maltego.com. You can also use Maltego to mmapscamming.com. Anyone, you can use this Maltego itself to test run the website, or use mmaps.scammy. Also, you are free. No penalty for all of this. But anything aside this, you must have the authorization to use them, because immediately you scan, guys, is when you get to the cybersecurity aspect, you know that anything you do online, you are not safe. It's not secure. Anything you do online, they are seeing everything. They are seeing everything. If you send pictures now to your friend, they are seeing it. They have the copy. So don't just try that you just want to use it to test. You don't want people to know. No, immediately you click enter, they are seeing it already. So that's how it works. So you click on scammy.org, you drag it in just like you have explained. Then you run all of these and follow these instructions. Then once you read this, it's just an instruction. Now, as a pen tester, this information gathering techniques during the information gathering phase can give insight into the organization's network structure. That is, all these things you are doing now, it will give you enough clue of that particular organization. That is, if you have a particular target in real life, and it will review the relationships between different servers the organization is running on, such as their email servers and their websites. So in a nutshell, this Maltego is so powerful that by the time, even if it is only Maltego you want to be practicing with for consecutively for like 2-3 weeks, 4 weeks, a month, it's not too poor, it's not too bad, it's not too good. So just that it's too good, just continue to master it, to play around with lot of test domain, and you, before you know, you get familiar with it, and you'll be a guru in using Maltego. But it will be limited just because it has 25 free transform you can use in a month. So this is how it looks like also. Now the transform will run and present you with the IP information in the graph. So you see everything. This is going to be a pictorial message for you. So something like this is going to give you something beautiful like this that you can relate with. It will tell you the name of their target and give you lot of, it will map them like this. Then now let's run another transform. You can still do another thing, but I will skip this. You can still do this. I gave too many examples. So the same thing happens here. So on the next screen, choose the begin and end date for this, just like what we have done. So that's why I don't want to repeating this again. It's just like what we just finished explaining. So the same things happens here, the same things happens here. Now Maltego is an extremely powerful tool. Yes, we know that, just that we have not confirmed that. We need to do some test, we need to do some practice to confirm that. Yes.
Sorry, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, sir.
Yes, sir. No problem, sir.
This start date and end date, I don't understand.
Yes.
What does that mean?
It means the date you want the scanning to start from, and the date you want the scan to stop. You must for as a pen tester now. Let assume I reported, my organization reported that okay, someone hacked, or I observed that someone breached into my server. I will ask you when. Then if you give me last week, I will just backdate it that okay, I want to see the activities from May. I won't just say last week. I want to see the activities from May, and I want it to end today. So this is where I will set it.
Okay.
So I can see, even if I can see now, even maybe the person has been trying to enter the database before I even discover that.
Okay, sir.
So I will see all the activities. So once the activities has been revealed, so it's now left to you to do recommendation that, okay, do this, do that, do this. So that recommendation will be done by Bob Suit. They will now give the organization your report. This is what you can do to secure your organization. So you are not the one to do it. You give them, this is what you can do to secure your organization. So they will now pack the report and go and give the cybersecurity people, because that's their own expertise. That's where they are good at. Hope it's clear now.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. So now Maltego is an extremely powerful tool that can do much more than what we have shown you. Just like is a fact. Now using Maltego, you could map out the digital footprint of a target organization, including identifying key employees, their email, their social media profiles. So we are not safe. We are not safe. That is the reason why we see hacker, they use something to cover their faces. That is the best thing, the best way for everyone to be, but we cannot, all of us cannot be like that. If you want to say I'm not safe, you are not safe, because I don't even want to be safe, because I have been receiving a lot of recommendation referral from LinkedIn. Assuming I don't have a social media profile, how will they contact me? But I make sure that I'm safe, because I know how to be safe. I know how to play safe. So that is that about Maltego. Maltego is a very powerful tool. So thank God, this is the end for today's class, and I believe that we are going one or two things. Just that our system should be, please, our system should be available latest on Sunday evening like this, so that we can do practical. In fact, practical, no slide, practicals, no slide at all, no slide.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Never mind, yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's about
You are cracking, sir. What do you say, sir? Ah, I can't hear you, sir. Oh God. The network is okay. I can hear you now, I think.